President Donald Trump storms onto Truth Social to write the words the world had long been waiting for. The agreement with the Islamic Republic of Iran is now complete. Congratulations to everyone, he writes in another post. I have issued my full authorization to open the Strait of Hormuz free of charge, and the immediate end of the American naval blockade. Oh, ships of the world, start your engines, let the oil flow. In Tehran, the scene is completely different. Official Iranian television broadcasts its coverage under a single headline. America was forced to sign an agreement to end the war. Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi says, this agreement does not mean trust in the enemy, but was written in an atmosphere of continuous mistrust. He adds, our armed forces will always keep their finger on the trigger. The same agreement, two completely different narratives. Trump declares victory, and Iran also declares victory. As the saying goes, when both sides declare victory at the same time, who really lost? Today, we will tell you the story of the 24 hours that ended the longest 100 days in the modern history of the Middle East, and the backstage story of the deal that was signed electronically before pens were even raised. In Geneva, Trump's announcement, the great deal. It all began Sunday evening, after weeks of arduous negotiations brokered by Pakistan and Qatar, and after days of violent escalation that witnessed an exchange of missile strikes between America and Iran. President Trump, who was celebrating his 80th birthday that day, did not hesitate to use the occasion to announce the greatest diplomatic achievement of his administration. Trump wrote on Truth Social, this great deal will bring peace and security to the entire region. Many presidents tried to make peace with Iran, and they all failed before me. The leaders of the region have found, for the first time, a president who can help them achieve real peace. Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shehbaz Sharif, who led the mediation efforts, confirmed from his side that both sides have announced the immediate and permanent cessation of military operations on all fronts, including Lebanon. According to sources, the Qatari mediators spent 17 consecutive hours in Tehran, just hours before the announcement, to agree on the final wording of the Memorandum of Understanding. The terms of the agreement, what was signed, although the full text of the Memorandum of Understanding will not be published until the official signing on Friday in Switzerland. Sources have revealed key provisions. The Strait of Hormuz. This is the most urgent provision. Iran commits to opening the Strait of Hormuz to all commercial ships, regardless of their nationality, and America lifts its naval blockade immediately upon signing the agreement. Oil prices responded immediately. Brent crude fell $3.51, 4% to $83.82. Second, ceasefire on all fronts. Both sides commit to a permanent ceasefire on all fronts. This includes Lebanon, where Israel, according to the agreement, must cease its attacks. The nuclear file postponed. The biggest surprise is that the fundamental details of Iran's nuclear program, including the stockpile of highly enriched uranium, will not be discussed now. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said, these details will be settled within 60 days of signing the framework agreement. In other words, Iran postponed the most difficult file until after sanctions are lifted. Fourth, mine removal. Britain and France have offered to assist in clearing the Strait of Hormuz of mines planted by Iran during the war. Chapter 3 ***. Iran's narrative. America was forced. If you think Trump won, then listen to the other side. Official Iranian television broadcast special coverage under a single headline. The United States was forced to sign an agreement to end the war. Garibabadi said, the agreement is indebted to the blood of the martyrs we have sacrificed in the face of the regime's enemies. He said, the agreement does not mean trust in the enemy, and was formulated in an atmosphere of continuous mistrust. He added, the Iranian armed forces will always keep their finger on the trigger. Regarding America's role in Lebanon, Garibabadi said, the agreement obligates Israel to cease fighting in Lebanon and withdraw its forces. Speaker of Parliament, Mohammed Bakr Kalibaf, who led the Iranian delegation in the negotiations, wrote on X, warning, the obligations of the agreement must be fully implemented. No exceptions, no conditions, no excuses. The last-minute crisis. Israel's attempt to derail the deal. What you do not know is that the agreement was to be announced on Sunday morning, but a last-minute event nearly blew everything up. According to an Axios report, on the night before the announcement, Israel launched a raid on the southern suburb of Beirut. Iran became angry. It threatened to retaliate, and Trump called Netanyahu and strongly criticized him, saying the attack had complicated the diplomatic efforts, but the mediators succeeded in saving the situation. It was agreed that the initial signing would be done electronically, with each party retaining the right to withdraw if the other party did not fulfill its commitments. The final scene ***. Who really won? The question remains. Trump declares victory, and Iran declares, forcing America. The real picture is far more complex. Points for Trump. He saved the oil markets before the midterm elections. He fulfilled his promise to end the war, even if after 100 days, he avoided paying war reparations to Iran. Points for Iran. It postponed the nuclear file until after sanctions are lifted. It forced America to include Lebanon in the agreement. It kept its finger on the trigger and its readiness for war. As for the Lebanese, the Palestinians, the Iraqis, and the Yemenis, who paid the price of this war with their blood, no one declared their victory. Israeli media is notably silent. Netanyahu has not issued a statement yet. Trump said, "Oh, ships of the world, start your engines, let the oil flow." Oil ships have indeed begun to move, but the question remains, how long will this peace last before missiles return to the skies of the region? And what will happen after 60 days, when negotiations on the real nuclear file begin? The coming days, not weeks, will provide the answer. Stay tuned.
Write your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive all our new videos. See you in the next video.